Shalawam, Israel. All praise to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And Shalawam to the elect men doing this work in true sincerity. You know, this lesson I'm doing was actually inspired by Apostle Kabar in the last what was it? In the last live stream, he was saying, you know, why you think the Lord speaks about supplication? This Philippians 4 and 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High. But by everything, so I'm gonna bring it back. It says with everything by prayer and supplication. And what does it mean to supplicate? To supplicate means to pray humbly, make humble, and earnestly entreat or petition. Right, so by everything you gotta pray. And how do you pray? You gotta pray humbly and earnestly, which means you always have to pray. You know? To pray humbly and make humble and earnestly entreat. So basically what that means is that what? That you pouring your heart out unto the Most High. And right, you know, as a man, carnally thinking, you probably think like, damn, as a man, you want to pour your heart out. You know what I mean? You feel like that makes you look weak. You setting yourself up for failure. Because what? As a man, you're naturally protective. You're going to be naturally protective of yourself. But what? That's why it also goes on to say, with thanksgiving. Why? Because you know that the Most High is going to get you through it. You have faith that the Most High is going to get you through it. That's why it says with thanksgiving. When you ask somebody something, you say thank you. You already consider it done. So that's why it says, I'm going to bring it back. By prayer and supplication, which means you pour your heart out, you basically make yourself look weak. But what the Most High wants you to, the Most High wants you to know that you are weak, that you need Him, that you need to call on Him. It says with thanksgiving, that what? You already consider it done. So what? With the Most High, it also goes to show that what? With the Most High, you're not setting yourself up for failure. So why not pray to the Most High with prayer and supplication? It says, let your requests be made known unto the Most High. Let your prayers be made known unto the Most High. So with prayer and supplication, to earnestly pray, to always pray, because it's always something that we could pray about. Like the apostles and the elders say that we don't pray enough. Which I personally believe that. Like, I definitely don't pray enough as much as I need to, because it's always something that you're going through. It's always something that you need to fix. It's always, it's always something that you could clean up. There's always something that you could do better, in. And what? And we know through reading the scripture that that's what the Most High requires. That's what the Most High likes. And the proof that I'm going to get Isaiah 66 and 2, which says, Isaiah 66 and 2, which says, for all those things have mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is of a poor and a contrite spirit. And what does that word contrite mean? So the Lord's going to look at that man of a poor and a contrite spirit. Alright? Someone who's poor, knowing that they don't have anything, they down in the slums. You know what? They poor, they don't have anything, they don't have pride. And the Most High likes that. He don't want you to have pride. And this is it's of a poor and a contrite spirit, filled with a sense of guilt and the desire for atonement. Sincerity. So the Most High wants you to have sincerity. And it says what? Filled with sincerity of guilt and desire for atonement. So that's basically the same as supplication. Earnestly asking the Lord, humbly, knowing, because what? If you have guilt, you're humble. You're not proud. You're poor. You're a poor man. You have guilt. You desire for atonement. You desire to do better. That's what the Lord wants, man. And trembleth at my word. So the Most High likes that, man. you know, that the Most High wants you to supplicate unto him. You know, going back into, you know, just an example of being weak. What, if you poor, you know, you gotta ask, you always, you look at those, you know, guys, you know, Jake might be poor on the street, always asking for change, always, you know, begging for change. You know what? You don't have anything. You know, and when you poor, basically, I live off of you, basically. Like, as a poor man, they live day to day off of what the people give them. Which is what? Like, same as us, man. You know, as a poor man, you know, you live day to day off of the blessings of the Lord. That's why the Lord is with what? He says, even to him, the Lord is with to him of a poor and a contrite spirit. And that also goes to show that, you know, you acknowledge the Most High as being your foundation. You know? As being your rock, as being your strength. You know, like, you know, say, you know, you was a guy that grew up under your dad. You know, your dad raised you up, taught you how to be a man, taught you the ins and outs of life, you know, how to fish, how to fend for yourself and all of that. You grow up, you know, you become a man, you move out of the nest. But what, you might hit rock bottom. Who the first person you're going to think to call is your dad. So that's the same with that poor man. The first person you're going to think to call is that man, you know, that man that been building you up, that man that been always helping you out, that man that always had your back. That's why, you know, going back into Philippians, what it says with thanksgiving. So, you know, just, brothers, you know, we just got to supplicate always into the Lord, man. Not just when you down and out, but at all times, man. Because what, we always, basically, we in slavery, we oppressed, you know. So we always got to look and ask the Lord, you know, for refuge, for help, you know. But David said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. David, after a man's heart, a man after the Lord's heart said that. What more us? How much more us? This is Sirach 34:13. He will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed. So right, the Most High will hear our prayers, man. All you got to do is pray to him. You got to put that effort forth and constantly pray. And, you know, not just praying because, you know, another brother said it, or, you know, you feel like, oh, man, all right, let me just do it and get it over with. No. But you got to earnestly pray, as of having you got to earnestly supplicate unto the Lord. And it says, he will not despise the supplication of the fatherless. There go that word supplication again. He will not despise the humbleness or the contrite spirit of what? Of the fatherless. Nor the widow when she poureth out her complaint. So right, the Most High wants us to pour, you know, just going to show that the Most High wants us to pour out our complaints, you know, our weaknesses, our struggles, the things that are most heavy unto us. And the scriptures say that what? You know, cast your burdens upon the Lord, and the Lord basically cast your burdens upon the Lord in the book of Psalms, the 55th chapter. Always cast your burdens upon the Lord, man, because you can't go wrong. Different men in the scriptures is saying that, you know, the Lord is a man of old. You know, so with that, man, Lord willing, brothers edified. Remember, don't forget to pray, brothers, and supplicate unto the Most High. Shalawam, Akim.